Welcome back to my playthrough of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Picking up right where we left off before, doing a bit of exploration in the earliest parts of the castle, and going back for an item that I missed for a number of years because there's no good reason why you would find this item on your own. You don't damage me. And you're dead. Not as hard as they were earlier. I don't do nearly as much damage now that I have real armor on. So to get this next item, it's not that great of an item, but you know, it's completion and it's map completion, even more importantly. You have to... I don't know if I'm going to get this right. Fly through there, and then come through as a wolf. Or vice versa. Ah, there it is. It opened up. So this wasn't there before. The life apple. And down in the water, the jewel sword. Which is not a bad weapon, I don't think. Yeah, slightly better than what I've got. Transforms enemies into jewels. So that now when I kill things, they have a chance to turn into a jewel, which I can then sell. And I think there's some way of using items with jewels with it. See, nice little rainbow sparkles when I attack. There's some way of using jewels with it to get certain effects or something. I don't know. Since I only first got this sword within the last year or two. I don't remember exactly when. You know, pandemic time all sort of blurs together. And so I never got it originally, and so I have not experimented with it a whole lot. Whoops. See, look, got a zircon. Another zircon. Another zircon. Yeah, so just randomly killing things, they start dropping jewels. For the most part, my original understanding of them, the only purpose of them was to... Hey, sword guy, I really use you coming and attacking him before he hits me. Sword guy, you were not helpful at all. So the only real reason to have the jewels, originally as I understood it, was to sell them in the library. But like I said, if there's a reason, hey, you can see through my wings. Love the crystal cloak. If there's another use for them, power of wolf, then, you know, maybe it's not such a useless item. Cross, which I don't want. Let's see. Now that I have the wolf, I get that cool blur. Charge! Bonk. Okay, I keep hitting the wrong button to go to the map. Just yet. Alright. Yeah, there's just two rooms up here I want to get really fast before we turn around and go the other way. Really should have stayed in wolf form. Glance away for a half a second, right as a zombie appears. Seriously, they pop up at just the wrong time to be able to miss them. Now here's where Death stole all our stuff from us. I love that you can like see the background. You can see the turret sticking out. That's where Dracula is. That's where we fought Dracula at the beginning. So you can see it in the distance. I like little details like that. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Just based on playing the game and what you saw at the beginning and that sort of thing. You can see different things in the background of different areas, which I think is really cool. I don't know if they make a whole lot of sense in terms of map, because again, this is literally, it's a two-dimensional screen of left and right, up and down. But somehow, like, you find yourself at one point looking out at the clock tower but at another point you're in the clock tower, so how did you look at something that's in the same two-dimensional plane as you? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but then this is a magical, mystical, evil castle, so maybe it makes sense like that. Alright, so I don't think that... Yeah, so secret boots discreetly increase your height. No idea. Seriously. I don't understand those at all. Frickin' zombies. This time, unfortunately, they don't take a whole lot off, but... really annoying. Okay, back to where we were going. Now, we will still have to come back to this lower area here one more time for exploration purposes, because there's 3 spaces on the map there that I couldn't get. And I might be able to go back and squeeze them in if I'm willing to take the damage by jumping around through the water, but it's not worth the trouble. And I can just come back later and take care of it. Okay, again, yeah, so again, this room with the waterfall used to cause massive lag on the PlayStation version. Xbox has a little bit more power behind it in this form than the PS2 did. And, you know, I'm just going to hop in here, take the damage. Because I might forget to come back and get that. Again, I'm not going to use it. Never ever going to use it. But... froggy things? Gems left and right here. Thank you, sword, I guess. I wasn't worried about taking damage there because those are right below me and that's where we're going next. Okay, now. That button. Jeez. Not equip. Relics. Sword guy, I need you to disappear for a little bit. Sorry, buddy. What I don't want you doing is killing my barrel guy. Come here, Toad. Come on. Okay. Now you come this way. I'm not actually taking steps, I'm just sort of magically sliding forward. Okay, now you can go. Thank you. Hey, another Zircon. Okay, you can come back, sword. Welcome to the party, pal. Abandoned mine. I like the sounds here. Nice and creepy. Let's see. Something up here is the axe, I think. Or I'm thinking of the next screen. I don't need the hearts. Save point. I think there's a boss coming up. And there are other ways of killing him. Ow. Did not get down in time. I am mistiming all of that. The daggers. a switch. Very suspicious looking wall there. Nothing I can do about it. I knew she was gonna get that off. Ow, don't do it! I just forgot, I don't like fighting those things. Alright, way back up here somewhere. Uncurse. Thank you. Ow. Really, I just killed her for spite at that point. They're easier to kill going up rather than going down because you're jumping up at them and you get that multi-hit with the sword. Trying to strike down at them, a lot harder to pull off. So I normally just jump past them and then worry about them on the way back up. Where am I going? There I am. Too close. Clear that out of the way. Thank you. Seriously, what? How did I miss that? Thanks for clearing one of them out of the way, sword buddy. You don't want me getting the next card. Demon card. He has, as far as I'm concerned, one use and one use only. We're on the way back out. Get it. Yeah. Snake teleporting room. Gotta go into it to unlock it. Alright. And to the right just has the treasure a minute. Am I really gonna... Yes. Okay, I actually don't want to come down here just yet. I almost forgot. So we'll get it. Go ahead and do it now. Those things. Alright. So what we're gonna do, pop into this room. Swap buddies. The demon. I command you to find a secret room with a switch that you will then open and allow me to access. It's a very specific command. I know you're going to have a hard time doing it. And you've just seen the one and only use for the demon card. Just zircons left and right. No, thank you. Not worth the trouble. Ring of Ares, which sends your attack power through the roof, but kills your defense. So it can be useful if you are confident of your ability to avoid taking damage. No, my mama told me to avoid naked ladies living in flowers. Didn't mean to offend you. Just saying. We upgrade something? Now we're getting aquamarines instead of zircons. Alright. Get back here, sword guy. What are you swinging off that side of the screen for? Alright, so unlocking that teleporter thing down there means I can get back to there a lot faster once I'm ready to go down there. Which I don't think that's yet. So we're going across here. And if you remember, way back, not really that far back, opened up a hole in the floor in the icier portion and then left it alone. We're gonna go, yep, we're gonna go back now. Normally I do this part first. I didn't actually mean to go down to that section just yet. So it wasn't a waste of time, just not necessarily the order I normally do things in. Doesn't really change anything though. It's not too much of a diversion. Don't knock me back in the water. Okay. Toad. Have Bowser come and squash you. See right there, that tells you you need to go down in the water because there's something down there. There's some orange sticks leaning against each other. Why would you not need to go down and explore and find out what that is? Now, because I have the statue that we picked up from the last ferryman, this ferryman is here. If you don't have that statue, he's not here, and you're like, okay, well, I can fly over all this. I can duck under here, I can fly as a bat, fit through that gap. No problem. Still, see? All good. Until you get to this. That wall only raises for him, and you cannot get through there, which means you spend all your energy getting down here, and at times if you get all the way down there you don't have enough to get back, and so you fall in the water and you start dying. So not at all fun. But now we have the holy symbol, which is a snorkel. It's a snorkel. I don't know if you got a good look at it there, but it's a snorkel. Holy symbol, bloody snorkel. But now we're safe in the water. So you can bugger off. Because now we will be exploring the underside of all this. Wrong button. Apparently I'm sticking the mystical snorkel up out of the water. You just can't see it because it's magic. And I'm using that to breathe while I'm down here. And not take damage. Not sure what that's all about. Because like if it was all about just breathing underwater, and that's why you take damage is because you can't breathe, then you would think you'd have a second at least before the damage started, because you know you can hold your breath a little bit, but apparently for some reason the water damages vampires who don't have their magic snorkel, and yeah, I don't know what that's all about, seriously. Why water is damaging to you? It's not like it's holy water. Knuckle Duster. In case you want your attack range to go to 0 and your attack power to go really low, you can use the Knuckle Duster. Okay, now we're gonna go back to that area, which For some reason I was thinking there was the teleport back option. There really isn't. Just gotta hoof it back over there. But on the way we'll be exploring all this stuff, so still a necessary use of time and exploration. Toads. Fish, very dangerous, surprisingly. They hurt a lot. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Alright, almost. Ow! Not as much as I thought, but they do knock you back a lot. And it's obnoxious, because you fly back in the water. That's enough of that. Nunchucks! Again! Pointless weapon in this game. That one's a fiery fish. Hey, sword guy. Do something useful and take care of the fish. See, he's not super useful yet. He wanders around, occasionally gets a lucky hit in, but, you know, still has no idea what he's doing. Fear my magical rainbow sparkle sword. Whoa! I thought I killed him. Apparently I just killed his buddy. Hey, thanks, sword guy. Look at you trying to prove me wrong. Resist ice. Alright. Yay. Nice work, sword guy. Yeah, so much stuff hidden in this castle. Just out of the way. You gotta really explore all the nooks and crannies. And not even just to find the secret doors. Just to find the stuff that's sitting out in the open. Sometimes. Okay. So that is fully explored except that little water area. We'll get that later. Those 3 blocks of unexplored space. We don't need to go back through there again. For any reason. For the plot, at least. That will purely be to fill in space on the castle. I may do that off screen at some point. And we're back. Oh, almost avoided him. Alright, still need to bring hearts up. Alright, now we go down here. At long last. Come on. I killed her before she got the spell off. Alright. This, yeah. Karma coin and a combat knife. 2 pointless things. I don't know why they're there. But now we go down to this area. One of my favorite areas. Catacombs. I don't want the axe. I'm gonna pop over here real fast. Cat Eye Circlet. Probably pointless. Yep, worse defense, slightly higher intelligence. Okay, now we save. now, I believe, is when I want... This is one of the places where I want the gem. If I can find it. I think it's around here somewhere. Awesome. I remember coming through here one time where I was not quite as strong and was not able to kill those dudes in one hit. What are you doing? Why are you still alive? Good lord. Anyway, these dudes with the juggly heads. I'm so used to being able to kill them in one shot. I came through here once when I couldn't, and it like freaked me out because they're not supposed to be that hard. Alright, sword guy. Clear some flames out or something useful, please. Alright, got that. Space. Quickly did make it so annoying to try. No, not the stopwatch. Stop it! Alright. I need to go to the right. There's my... Nope. Gem. Not the book. If I'm gonna have anything other than the daggers, it's gonna be that gem. We're immune to that. Okay. Explore up here. That should be a correct gap in the map. Yeah, nothing in there. Down long enough to get the corner of the map explored. Alright. This is the spooky room. Spooky room. Very spooky. So, we turn into a bat. And we use echolocation to carefully navigate past the deadly spikes of death. That's how deadly they are. They are deadly spikes of death. Because if you miss in this room, you will get turned back into a human and bounced all the way across the room on deadly spikes. The whole room is nothing but spikes. There's no safe place for you to land between here and the door. So if you do not have echolocation, the only other way to get through there is to turn into a mist and sort of wind your way through and hope that you're in the right spot and you make all the right turns. So you'd almost never be able to do that if you didn't know the room already, because you would have no idea where to go and it would just sap your magic power and you would run out and turn back into a human form again and then die with the deadly spikes of death. Those things are a lot harder to kill than I remember. You're not. Where, skeleton? He's right there, skeleton. So many gems from this sword. Ridiculous. Like, I don't know if it's stopping me from getting other drops also. Like, if they would have dropped a gem or a staff or a cloak or whatever, but it's giving me those things instead. So the armor I just picked up is the whole point of coming down here. In this direction at least. The spike breaker armor. And it does exactly what it sounds like. You get to go and break all the spikes in the deadly spikes of death in the room. Which might seem like it's a very limited use, since you have to go through the deadly spikes of death to get the thing that lets you pass through the deadly spikes of death. But I assure you, there is a reason for it. In a previous video, I mentioned a hallway that is full of deadly spikes of death. I had not coined them deadly spikes of death yet, but that's what they are. And the spike breaker does all of this. Now, there's absolutely no need to go through the room and break every last deadly spike of death. Unless you're like me and like to break all the boxes in Final Fantasy Remake and hit all of the torches that are convenient in this game, and you don't like seeing things left unbroken that can be broken. In which case, you go and break them all. Now the thing about these spikes is they stay broken. So, unlike most rooms, this one does not reset once you leave it. So, not that you ever need to go back through there, but should you find yourself needing to go because you forgot something, you don't have to re-equip the spike breaker arm to get through that room anymore. I'm just gonna cheat my way through that because these guys are annoying. Monster vials, which I believe, if you use them, they will spawn a monster who will help you for a limited time or something like that. I don't know. Never use them. I played around with them once, probably years ago. Was the only reason I have any idea what they do. See ya. Discretion, better part of valor. Double tap. Oh, you got another one in there. Really? What the heck? You saw it. I hit him plenty of times. Big and scary. And he also, especially when if you hit and missed like I did there, that was another point that would start to lag the game on the PlayStation version. Pretty obvious secret doorway there for the Ice Brand. Bye, Jewel Sword. Sorry, you're not as strong, and there are fire enemies below me, so bye. He's much easier to just avoid. And now, and they go down so much faster now. Thank you, Ice Brand. Alright, walk armor. Not. It is better right now. Okay. Increases with map coverage. So the walk armor just keeps getting stronger and stronger the more of the map you have uncovered. And really. And so it's nice. It doesn't have any other beneficial effects, but it's just raw defense. So it's not as good at, it doesn't have elemental bonuses or that sort of thing. We've got one last thing to do here before we call it a quit for the day. We're going to fight the main reason for coming all the way down this way is the boss. It's over here, and the only reason why I've been carrying around the gem instead of the daggers for the last little part of this. Found out, quite by accident, that the gems are ridiculously useful in this fight. This is just a creepy room. Because you can kick the gems off, and they just keep going through multiple bad guys of all those bodies that fall off down there. And they keep going. So you can kick off a couple of gems, let them clear out the ground below you. Ah! Big scary laser. pathways to... And they also bounce off the ground and... Ow. No, thank you. So the bodies come from breaking the brain up there that's made up of bodies. It's kind of hideous looking. That enemy was the inspiration for a particular bad guy monstrosity in one of the books that I wrote. It is a conglomeration of dead bodies or dead souls that have been grafted onto the outside of a demon in the books, in the second of the books that I wrote. So this is curious right here. R.I.P. Upside down on the ceiling. Not sure at this point why that's there, but look at this background. Look at this. Yeah, it's 2D rendered. It's like, but look, it's just, that is just a ton of dead people. When you really stop and think about just how many that is just an insane room to be in. But anyways, yeah. So the conglomeration monsters, I think they're called abominations or something like that in the book. And yeah, so they're grafted onto the outside of an actual demon to give him some protection, and they're giant hulking things. And the inspiration for that enemy was that monster right there with all the bodies on it. So let's see. The Mormagil is a black sword, strong versus holy. There's not a lot in this game that's holy that needs a specific weapon used against it. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I know there's like one. And it's very grateful of them to put these little platforms here for us. Otherwise I might have to do something drastic, like turn into a bat and fly. But I always like that fight. That's just, once I figured out, because I've done it without the gems, and it's just a little bit harder. Seriously. Sorry, I'm distracted talking. The gems are kind of cool. I just don't like them as much as the sword. I got it. Thanks, sword guy. You can do the fight without them, but when I found out by accident one time when I had the gems, it was before I either didn't really settle on the daggers as my weapon of choice, or I just happened to have the gem there by accident because I had lost the dagger somewhere along the way. And used them and realized that they just keep on going. The daggers would hit one of those things and stop. And so I would have to spam daggers to clear those things out on the ground, but the gems just carve right through them and also help destroy the big dude in the middle. So anyway, that's going to be the video for now. Please join me for more. Please leave a like, and hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am playing the game and making them. So thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day.